we can dink around.
So we're live.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. These are cool too. Is this just like a plastic honeycomb?
Yeah. Just another type, it comes in a tile form.
No, you guys don't make this. No. This is flex. Oh, sweet.
All different kinds of stuff. And again, light reacts to surfaces. So whether it's a scuff, scratch, what we see back there, that's actually the reflector. So in there, it just makes the light reflect and refract differently. Like an example of that one. And
Oh yeah, this is.
And this one's odd because this is actually a piece of wood veneer. That's real wood. Very thin.
All right.
An eighth of an inch, exactly.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's see here. Let's get started. Welcome to Cabinetry 102. We are up here in Arvada, Colorado with John Wigington from Evo Lights, as in the evolution of lights. John, thank you so much for having us. This is a really cool application, and it's something that I want to kind of bring light to our contractors and some of our tradespeople out there. Thank you, John. Appreciate you having us.
Thanks for coming. It's great to meet you. It's a great opportunity to partner with Abacus for your projects and for this opportunity to show what we do.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, let's kind of talk about. I know you guys have you have 3 products out there that you have displayed basically all over the world. Let's kind of start with this one. It's a more of a light panel, exactly.
Absolutely. So Evolight really focuses on close proximity backlight. When you have something that you want to light up or make glow from within, Evolight and Luma Sheet is a great product to do so when you have little or no space. So this is one of our tried and true workhorses products. It's called Luma Sheet, and it is a clear acrylic panel with LEDs embedded in the edge. And with this etching and grooving on it, we have a very even diffuse light that makes things glow in an even diffuse way. So with Luma Sheet is really
gives the shadows. It's almost like a piece of art right there.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Used in the sign industry, like this example, or in art pieces with some of these other examples. Of the flowers, or decorative panels that might be in restaurants and that sort of thing. So putting light behind something that is translucent brings a whole different level of joy and beauty to the device itself, to the thing itself, the forward-facing material.
This being your workhorse, where do you guys primarily see the application for this one?
Great question.
I think we had talked about maybe countertops.
Absolutely. So in this example right here, this is an example of a countertop of a natural real-life stone. There you go. Absolutely. So that when you put the light panel behind it, it changes the whole dynamic of the stone. It's beautiful and interesting in itself, but as soon as you put some light behind it, it changes the whole dynamic.
So imagine a massive countertop or your massive island in there. I think you guys even had some application with Kayla Schiffer. Is that right?
We did. It was really fun. She had a huge quartzite island, a piece of stone on quartzite island, looked a lot like snow and ice. And then when she turned it on, it just turned into a whole different...
Like beautiful northern lights.
Absolutely.
All right, I love it.
It was amazing. It was amazing. And so what's really cool about the Luma Sheet also is that when you have mitered or specialty edges, the Luma Sheet can be placed in certain ways to make the front edge of it the stone glow as well. So this is, we call it a shoebox type countertop, or it might actually even be on the edge of a deck and illuminate there as well.
Oh, sweet.
Super cool. Super
I want this. Some of the other products that you guys have available, and one of the ones that we're more familiar with, we got to work with at Abacus on a project that we just wrapped up, was your Origami Lighting.
Right.
Yes, and this has a little bit different application, and I know that we're very interested in the shop on it, where it actually can be stuck to.
Right.
Yeah.
Think sticky back linoleum tile that lights up with all the flexibility therein. Let's go over to the other spot and take a look.
Absolutely. And right here, you guys, this is a beautiful wall of examples for electricians.
Electricians, customers, ways we can demonstrate active seaming and passive seaming, as well as different control options that might spark the imagination on how to control the lighting product in a home or a commercial space.
How unique, how unique. All right.
Indeed. Well,
yeah.
so origami is super cool. So right off the bat, this is the way the product comes stock and standard. So it's flexible. It has a sticky back material.
Can be applied very easily.
Absolutely.
To anything.
Again,
Yep.
sticky back linoleum that lights up. So there's 420 LEDs on this individual sheet, and when I turn it off, you can see not only the individual diodes, but there's horizontal and vertical lines. So this product can be folded, bent, cut,
And still work.
and still work. So this is an example of a full sheet that was trimmed to fit a corner. Well, we've cut the corner out, we've creased it and folded it so that we can have an illuminated edge as well as an edge on the top. And then it lights up so that you're getting great illumination on the face and on the top. These bumpers are so with the Luma Sheet product, you can take the stone or whatever your forward-facing material is and lay it directly on it, so
Okay.
it can hold the load of the stone. Well, origami doesn't necessarily do that. So what we've done is we have these bumpers that allow for
Plastic
even
little
different.
like nubs slightly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they are the ones that allow it to
Hold
distribute the
Light.
load over.
And you guys actually have a testing facility over there where you can decide how far away
That's right.
basically the clear glass
And that-
needs to be, or
Exactly. So in this particular case, the material is so thin that you can see the diodes at a really close position. So we might, if this was going to be the finished product, we might suggest adding a different kind of diffusion behind this, or we might suggest adding a little bit more space so that it's evenly distributed.
John,
Yes.
we have a question.
Oh, very good.
When controlling the lighting, how are you all typically integrating controls?
do we want to go over the
Fantastic.
example wall?
Well, we certainly can. We can interface with just about any control signal. So simply, in a simple single color white example, we've got a line voltage dimmable dimmer. So this is a dimmer that turns on and off and can dim the light panel. So super simple to 0 to 10 volt control systems on the simple side, but then we can get into the more sophisticated side where this is radio frequency. This device talks to this via radio frequency and can change the intensity with this cool wall plate here. This is a single color white, whereas we jump in over here, we have tunable white, where we can change the color temperature with the radio frequency here. So we've got standard magnetic, we've got radio frequency, and then we jump over into DMX controlled. So this would be software programmable stuff to make these things do really sophisticated things with scenes and that sort of thing.
What's DMX?
Oh, DMX is demultiplex. So it's a
Not the rapper.
not the
Okay,
rapper.
check.
It's a control. It's a control signal often used in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
But it's very widely used. It's
Okay.
tried and true. And then we get into controls are just off the hill. 0 to 10, DMX, radio frequency, many different types of controls.
Another question. With the wall plates, are you all using designer keypads at all?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
The wall plates,
Something like these?
are you using designer keypads?
No, these are standard manufactured items. So this is the range that we have that are most commonly used in the United States. There are other formats used in other countries that have a little bit different design, but they all have the same functionality. These wall plates are a small computer playback of whatever you've programmed on your computer. So you stick a little memory card in here to play back your scenes that you
Okay.
pre-programmed.
But these aren't specific plates
no.
control panel plates. You could interchange that with something else.
You
that
cannot. That's kind of a
Okay,
stock
that's
design.
a stock item.
Right.
Okay. All right, that's good to know.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. Any other?
This
yeah.
one's kind of fun here. This is called the Wi-Fi 104. So it works well with this receiver and this, but it has a phone app associated with it. So you can create more sophisticated scenes, more sophisticated playback. So say you have 30 or 40 light panels that are all different kinds of colors and behind all different kinds of stones or graphics. For example, in your kitchen, you might have on a kitchen island an RGB light panel, but on your backsplash over here, you might have a tunable white. Well, you might want to create a scene that's your party look or your moving light look or different intensities. You want your tunable white to show much cooler when you're displaying your blue on your island. So it allows for scenes and playbacks with simple app control without having to get into a computerized programming control.
And that technical term that you use, the
RGBW,
RGBW,
that stands for red, green, blue, and white.
and you can tell I'm blonde. Wonderful.
Can they be upgraded?
Can like control systems be upgraded? Absolutely, yeah. Most of the time, the light panel, the light engine itself is placed underneath something that's immovable, like a very expensive quartzite, natural or man-made stone. So we really don't change the light panel very often, or unless you're remodeling. But the control devices can be interchanged because they're more accessible. So you could, yeah.
So this is meant to be a permanent solution on underneath a countertop versus.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not a removable option. So.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. You bet.
Awesome.
Well, so as we were talking about origami and how it can be modified and trimmed and cut, and so I wanted to
Don't forget it can be cut.
Well, that's right. It can
Yes.
be cut. So Luma Sheet itself, you can make it into just about any shape you can imagine, but it requires planning, CAD drawings, lots of pre-planning.
Or this, you can just cut it to
Exactly.
size, which I really like.
If you're in a situation where you either don't have those resources of CAD or what have you, or it's such a complex situation, or you're in time pressure, you just buy 10 or 20 sheets, however many you need, and you cut it and trim it on site.
That's so cool. You guys have such an awesome application for this in so many different uses. And then you guys have a third product too that we touched on a little bit while we were on the example wall.
We do. It's called Tracks. It's a new product for us. And it is designed like Origami and Luma Sheet. It's designed, these are designed to be very, very close to your forward-facing material. This product here is designed to be a little bit further away. So this sheet has 420 LEDs. The spacing on these, or the pitch, the distance between each LED, is wider. So it's designed to be a little bit further away from the forward-facing material, thus making it more
And this
affordable.
has your red, green,
This is
blue,
as an
and
example.
white.
Indeed. Yes. So this one, I've got a little controller here that allows us to turn on the RGBW
We see that.
LEDs.
Awesome.
Yeah, so this one's really cool.
Yeah, well, that one's probably a little.
Right, so this one is designed to have a larger space between lighting and forward-facing material.
Awesome, awesome.
Changes the price point.
John, thank you so much for your time today. I know we've covered all of your products. Do we have any other questions out there? Awesome. Well, I think the only question that I have left is, who's responsible for turning off all the lights in this place?
Usually it's whoever turned them all on.
So
in this
today
case,
it's you.
Today it's me. That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys joining us for Cabinetry 102. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.